At the edge of the map, there's a place few travellers ever reach, a land where icebergs drift like mountains and the ocean feels alive. I came here to see what life's really like beyond the Arctic Circle. No script, no plan, just discovery. From stormy seas to tiny villages and glaciers that seem to breathe. This is Greenland, the edge of everything. So let's go. So when you think of Greenland, what do you think of? Probably polar bears, icebergs, endless wilderness. What you probably don't think about is one of the best preserved colonial towns in North America. The capital of Greenland, Nuuk, has a really well preserved 17th, 18th century old town. That we are going to explore. It's definitely not the day for exploring the seaside. It is rough out there. But come with me on an exploration of Old Nuuk, formerly known as Godthåb or Godthåb, at a time when the English were starting to settle in the Americas. The Danish-Norwegian kingdom was starting to settle in what is now Greenland, and this would have been one of the first places that they came, the old Colonial Harbour. And I would imagine they'd have had to deal with this type of weather as well when they first came here. Oh, it's horrible. I'm going to stand under the shelter for a bit. Oh. So Greenland was first settled by religious, you could call them religious fundamentalists in today's terms, who were trying to escape from what they saw as Denmark, Norway not being religious enough. And they were led by a missionary called Hans Egede, who brought along a small group of settlers who came to what is now Nuuk. They called it Godthåb or Godthåb, and they said that they could create a new religious settlement that met their requirements. So at the top of this cliff is a statue of Hans Egede with his religious staff. In today's weather, I am not going up there. I'm sure it would make a great video if I fell off the top of a cliff, but in 50-mile-an-hour winds, it is not happening. So a lot of these buildings, these wooden, colourful buildings, would have been built not too long after Hans Egede and his settlers came here. And as a new religious settlement, you of course needed a church. This is the largest church in Greenland. It's Nuuk Cathedral, as it's called now. It is shut, but yeah, the weather is so bad. This is going to make a difficult video to film. I've got limited time in Nuuk. The weather is just atrocious. But there you can see the old colonial settlement of Godthåb or Nuuk. Down here by the sea, and Hans stood on top of that cliff with his staff, watching the boats coming in from the old world to the new. There's a lot more I want to show you, but I need to get a bit of shelter and warm up a bit. It is minus 12 Celsius, slippery, really, really windy, and sleet and hailstone as well. It is horrible. Imagine the settlers coming here, what they would have had to have dealt with. So St Saviour's Church, or Nuuk Cathedral, was built in 1869, and the steeple was built so that you could see the church as you were arriving into Godthåb, Nuuk, by boat. It's shut today. It's an important building in times of national importance here in Greenland. Just like Westminster Abbey might be in London, this place is a symbol of Greenland, and it was a symbol of Godthåb at the time. So I've walked to the other side of Nuuk Centre, and we've come across some more old houses. The weather's getting worse. I'm on my way to the oldest church in Greenland that's still standing. The Moravian Brethren's Church was built in the 1700s. This hailstone is horrible. So this is the cemetery of the Brethren's Church. Some of these people were born in the late 1800s, and they've had really long lives. And I'm seeing some that were at least 100 years old when they died. So behind me is the Moravian Brethren's Church. It's now the city ombudsman, but this was built as the Moravian Mission in 1747. But the cemetery is called Godthåb, but this weather is just too bad today. I think I'm going to have to pause this video for today, try and get back to my Airbnb, which is about a 45-minute walk away, and just hunker down for the night, because I cannot cope with this weather.
Old man on the rock, sealskin hood polo, says listen to the ice, it remembers what we don't know. A rudder like a river over summits.
I spoke to YouTube and they said you would also like these cool videos from my channel, so please also check these ones out.
We knock, Julia, knocking at it, move your feet, feel the beat, don't quit. Hey! Nuna pot, hands up high when the drum beats cut. Killer kids up. Myths and nature make the cold sky.